Hello guys, this is Ice from Ice Games, and in today's episode Will It Drift, we are building a drift machine out of the car that was never meant for drifting. In today's episode I will choose this car, but of course I'll be waiting for your comments. And please pick me a vehicle for the next episodes. I will try to build something special. So in today's episode we'll be building a car, and let us choose something really interesting. So when we are talking about drifting cars, we are talking something Japanese. Probably Nissan Silvia, probably Mazda RX-7, or maybe we are talking American muscle, Ford Mustang, or Chevy Camaro. Or maybe it is something European, for example BMW or Mercedes-Benz. Yes, but when we are talking about drifting cars, it is quite surprising that we never think about vans and utility vehicles. So let's choose something from that category. And what do we have here? A Vandura G1500 GMC van. It's an American van, full-size van with rear-wheel drive. It's really heavy, and in stock it has a not very powerful engine. And of course, when you look at this car in its stock condition with stock specs, you will never think that we can make it drift. But maybe we are wrong. Let's go to custom upgrade. Let's have a look what we have here in stock. Okay, we have 6.2 liter V8, 6.7 liter V8 turbo diesel. That's interesting actually. A V10 8.4 liter. I guess this is from Dodge Viper. We have a 6.5 liter V12. I think it's from Koenigsegg. 7.7 liter V12 and 7.4 liter V8 twin turbo with more than 1500 brake horsepower, and I guess we are going for this engine. Okay, for drivetrain swap, when we are talking drift, we are talking rear wheel drive, but we have a lot of power now and we want to control our car, so we'll make it all-wheel drive. Now let's go for the tires and rims. As for the tires, we will choose the drift tire compound and probably the most widest tires for the rear. As for the front, we'll go with something in the middle. Okay, that's good, I think. Now for the rims, maybe we choose something special. Okay, let's have a look. What we have here. Oh, that looks very nice. Let's make our wheels 18-inch. Yeah, that will look much more aggressive, I guess. Now for the drivetrain, we'll choose an 8-speed race transmission and lightweight drivetrain. As for the differential, of course we must choose the drift differential. Now for the brakes, of course we must pump up the brakes as well, so we buy the race brakes and we go with the drift springs and dampers. Front and rear anti-roll bars will be installed as well. We'll go with the roll cage, it makes the car control better. And of course weight reduction, race weight reduction. Now for the tuning. Tires. For the front tires we'll go with 2.1 bar and for the rear 2.7. For the gearing, we'll go all the way up on the final drive. For the alignment, we keep everything as it is except the rear camber, which will do minus 2.2 degrees. Anti-roll bars. The rear anti-roll bar will make it a little bit softer, 20, yeah, it's good. As for the springs, we'll go for the softer ones, something like this, okay, and the same figure in the rear, yeah, okay. For the ride height, we'll go 2 clicks upwards, 1, 2, and 1, 2. Damping, we'll leave it as it is. Aero, we don't have any aero kit. Braking, we'll leave it alone. And differential, of course, we must lock the acceleration and deceleration in the rear diff. We'll go with 75% acceleration on the front diff and 25% deceleration on the front diff. As for the balance, we'll go to 85% to the rear. Okay, I guess it's okay. So we've teleported to the beginning of this very long downhill drift zone from the volcano. Look at that, very beautiful. It's sunset or sunrise, I think. Looks nice. And look at this Vandura GMC van on those 18-inch rims. Looks quite nice. So let's try it out in this downhill drift. We'll go into the fifths. I think that will be enough. And let's flick it in the corners. Oh, it's quite heavy actually. I still feel that this car is very heavy and it's quite hard to control actually. But as I said before, there is nothing impossible. We can make any car drift as good as the real drifter. So yeah, it goes pretty good actually. I do feel that we needed to put more distribution to the rear tires, maybe 90%, because the front tires grip too much to my mind, but in overall I think it is quite good. Yeah, look at this perspective. Ooh yeah, we are drifting. Oh yeah, Vandura GMC van. Yeah boy, never meant to be drifted. And it does drift, you know? And it can spin all 4 tires even in the 5th gear. Look at it go. Well, let's try the 6th gear. Ooh yeah. It's got the power, but it goes in the 5th much smoother and better. Ooh yeah, look at it controlling. Yeah. It's a nice car actually. Even though it's a van, very heavy delivery van, but still it's got some old school looks to it. American muscle. And for the points, not too much, but still for the van, I guess it's okay. So guys, this is all for today's episode of Will It Drift. And as I said before, there is almost nothing impossible, and even this heavy American van, GMC Vandura, can be made a lightweight drifting machine. So please tell me in the comment section what you think about this car, and maybe you can tell me which car should I modify next to make it go drifting.
Arrived at your destination.